Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to all the people that are on different region listening to this video. My name is Elliot Charles Otito. I am infrastructure lead specialist. Actually, I'm working uh, within the hotel industry for many years. And also back before I was working into one of the telecom industry. And then after that, I introduced myself into code development using Python programming to deliver applications that are required within the hotel industry. As you all know that Python is a cross-mat platform and it's running on the backbone of Python is running on the C programming. As we clearly understand what are the efficient that Python can do, and it's most used in data science application, which is like small subset, which is working within the artificial intelligence. So the application that we deliver, the desktop application that I've created, it is to track the employee productivities. And then at the end of the day, to be able to track what are the efficient employee within the organization. So this application is called employee productivity, whereby it has two models. One of the models is for the user side who will be filling the task. And also we have another model, which is a report extraction model. So Python as it is a very efficient language, and it can do a lot of applications, whether the desktop applications, web applications, or Android application. But mainly on this video, what I've developed, it is more on desktop application. And this application, it is cross-platform, whereby it runs on the Mac OS, Linux, and Windows. And it just require a minimum resource that will be required to deploy this application. Just for your information, in a enterprise environment, it's good that application is running from one side in a specific dedicated machine, and the database is running on another dedicated machine or a virtual appliance, because it can even run on the virtual appliance, this application, if you're using the VMware or EXE hypervisors or even Citrix. If you're using the application be deployed. So it's better that you segregate your application in different virtual appliance or dedicated machine. At the end of the day, if your appliance or your dedicated machine collapse, you don't lose both. That's the meaning of putting an application in one appliance and putting the MySQL database in one appliance. So the application is running on the MySQL, as all of you know that MySQL is an open source, MySQL 8.0 that we are running, which is our database storing all the data. And we don't need any kind of .NET application, .NET requirements once we'll be deploying the server side. What are the resources that it will be required. So it means that the application on the server side, you only need to install MySQL and also install Python 3.77 just for debugging purpose, or if you want to do any kind of upgrade or any kind of adding some of the functionalities, depending on the user requirements or the need. You only need that. The rest of the things you can run on Windows Server 2016, Windows Server 2019, like it require like, or maybe on a quad-core processor, or we can run even in one of the even on a client you can run. Maybe you can have like Windows 10, and then you can have like 4 GB RAM, and then you can have like 4 CPUs, and then you can have, we only need 1 TB only just to store the data, because it only depends of how many employee or how many staffs that you recruited in your company. And this all, it depends on the inventory of your hotels. Maybe you have like 300 rooms, you'll have more than 600 staffs. So to take you directly to the what the application does and what are the requirements. So this is called employee productivity application. The application is used to track each employee activity during his working hours, and a small detail in the bullet points on the client-side application, which I've listed there. The first is to employee record all tasks. It means that it records all the tasks, and then employee records total working hours based on tasks before signing off on his duty. Each employee has its unique username and password to log in on the client application. The record for each employee is saved on the database, whereby you use MySQL database. The employee task will be displayed on each day when the user log in to see all task lists. The reason is for the reference check and a reminder, and remind employee for any uncompleted task. And then now if you go up to the other model, which is admin reports model, admin report model here. Just need to modify a little bit. Admin report model. I've just explained in a small bullet highlighted what task it can perform. So this is where the manager and HOD, they have the access level. HR and HOD will see all the models for the employee and department score reports. Also, the employee report will see count of the task performed by each employee with a graph presentation. We about have like 2 sections. We about have like 1 section. It detail the top 10 performing departments and the top 10 performing employees. So we'll display on the graph kind of visualizations for the better presentation of your departments and also for your employee to see. So number 4, display all the 10 performing employee of the month, display 10 performing department of the month. Reports can be extracted into CSV and it can be displayed on the Excel sheet. The employee performance can be filtered on the month. So the meaning of the month, it means that we'll be tracking all the activities within on the employee or departments, whereby you can be able to filter who was the employee for the previous month, the other months. And also you can extract like ledger data whereby you can see it also depend on the score, because you have put like 10 points within the day. If you completed your task, you get the 10 points before checking out to your premises once you finish your work. So you can filter the month, who was the employee within the first month, second month, third month. All you can do within the by department and also by the month, you can do that. And then also, as I told you, we have the section, 2 sections, whereby the department section and the employee section, where we can view their performance reports. The employee are being categorized based on the departments, whereby if you're engineering or IT or software development or skipping, you'll be within that department specified. So this is just a nutshell of what the application that it can do. Our application, it's almost we are finishing some few things, and then after that to be ready to deploy on the market. As I told you, our application is running on different platforms, Mac, Linux, and Windows. It doesn't require any kind of huge resources because on the client side, because you have only the client side model whereby the employee will need to log in, whereby it doesn't require anything. It only requires that on the client side, you can have like 2 GB or 1 GB and minimum CPU like maybe like 2.4 gigahertz. That only you can require. But on the database side, whereby you're putting your database, like MySQL that we're running 8.0, you'll only require like 8 GB RAM. Also, it depends on your how much your organization is big. If you have a large enterprise and you have like more than 300 stubs, it's better you can put like 16 GB RAM. Only the RAM will require 16 GB RAM. And if you have like quad-core CPUs, which is fine, resolution remains the same, 1920 by 1200 is fine. And then you can run. It all depends on the organization on the server side, because the MySQL database, it's it can be quick in terms of rendering your transaction. It depends on the data, but also we have performed some of data science algorithm using some of the Pandas libraries, matplotlib for the graphical presentation, Numpy, that it doesn't require too much to every time, just not to query the data. So some of the algorithm will be running during the runtime. So let me take you to the applications. First, we'll start with the user side, and then after that, we'll go to the manager level, whereby the HODs will be able to see their employee tasks that are being completed and also to extract the reports. So let's go it. As you can see here, I have the model. I just name it panel because this is my organization that I'm working. So I just put like a kind of name, and then now it's just a small user model, user load like this will come. It will come, it will display. Then you put the username, then you put the password, then you can go log in or you click cancel. So here the username, for example, put earlier. That's my username because every employee will have their own unique username to log into this app. So let's go. So earlier, and then I put my password. So now I'm logging now because I already completed my task during the day. Now I need to check out. Then I need to go to see my family. But before going to see my family, I need to know what I've done during the day. So I need to log in. Actually, as you can see in the front end, whereby you have the employee name, Leo Tito, department IT, task completed 13, task pending 0, task score is 130. So the reason for us, once you log in, it will display all your task lists that you've done. So for example, this is the task that I was doing. And then today when I'm logging, to show what you've done during the day. And also it will show you on the dates here, it will show you the dates that the task that you fill or you have completed. So we have like 4 columns. We have the task created, whereby you'll be filling your task. Here are the working hours and the task status. And here you have the employee name. And then here you have your employee name, Leo Tito, task completed, which is certain task. Task pending, if you have any pending task. The task pending usual, if you don't check the box for the task status, it means that you have the pending task, so it will show you there. So for example, here, okay, I'll show you because this is already set on the database. And then here you have the task score, which is 130, whereby once you complete the task, you get the 10 points before you check out on the premises. So here, now once you log in, I'm clicking open to fill now my task. So you have like this small panel window that will be opening, whereby here it will say insert your task, and then here it will say how many working hours have you worked. We understood in many organizations the working hours is it is 8 hours the employee need to work. That is as per the policy of the country, and also within each organization they have their own policy. Some of them they like you to work 7 hours. Some of them they like to work 6 hours. So it depends whatever it's your organization policy. We don't go to also check the policy and just put the algorithm of the policy. No, we just want to track and how many hours have you working. So here, for example, IT department, that to show you, say, for example, maybe fixing network switches, for example, network switches on the villa, which is level 5. Updating Windows server, updating Windows server. Oh, sorry, I can say performing Windows Server updates. Auditing the VPN traffics. For example, I just fill my task, whatever I need to do. VPN traffics, performing backups, performing video automation, videos, performing content management system automation, content management system automations. Okay, so these are the tasks that we've done a day. You'll put a lot of tasks, so one after another. And then after that, we'll say, oh, so today I only work all the tasks I've spent maybe like 5 hours. And then you say, add the task. Once you add the task, your task will display here. It's going to display on this panel. It will show the month.
What date is this on?
Sorry, it will show you the date of today and the time and the task that you've listed. And here it will show that the working hour was 5. Now, you can see there on the main panel there that the task pending 1. Because why did it show pending? Because you need to say, yes, I've completed the task. If, for example, the task you didn't complete it, don't put it on the list. We recommend that. Or otherwise, you can just add it in the day, and then once tomorrow will come, once you click now, task status, like this, it has changed automatically to 0 because there's no any pending task, and then all your score now, it has been incremented now to 10. So as we say that, all the tasks that you have done, we give you the score during the day, which is the 10 points. So as you can see that it is more dynamic. And also, if accidental that there's something that it was wrong of here that I was supposed to do, maybe I was supposed maybe not to increase my number of hours. It was not maybe 5 hours. You just click here on the working hours column, and then you can increase. No, this task, it took me 7 hours. And then you just click enter. And then now this one, it will change direct on the database. And then, okay, if you feel that no, there's some of the tasks that sometimes maybe I've done wrong here. Okay. Okay, I don't need again to save on the database because there's something which I was supposed to fill, but I didn't fill. Okay, so usual that we can do, okay, in the meter, because this task you cannot edit. It is because for the security purpose, we don't allow someone to manipulate the task. So usually we give that option either to delete the task. You select the task like this, select, and then you say delete. Once you delete, the moment you delete, because of the mistake that you've done, your score will be decreased, and the task completed will be decreased, and the pending remains 0 because there's nothing that is pending. So I can open again, and then I can fill all the tasking that I need to do, or whether something that I forgot to do, and then I can put everything that which I need to do. Then now I can put wherever you can put. It doesn't matter how many things you can put in the day, you can fill. Then after here now, you select your working hours, maybe 8 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, 5 hours, you add. Once you add, you'll see now you have one pending task. Once you scroll down here a little bit, it will show you your date and time. And then here you just click on the task status that this task it is done. Once you click, your score has been increased and the task completed show 14 that you have done. Now, As I said, from this now application, as you see, it will show the task. It will be complete. It will be within the months. Within the months, it will be adding the task. How many tasks we've done within the months, because we need to grab the employee of the month. So we'll see how many tasks the employee has done during the months. So here it will show you that during this month of things 13 on here it will show since when, since on 27th of August until today, 14th of September, I have 14 completed tasks, and my task score is 140. So usual, the task will be recorded on the time whereby you have deployed the application and the application was being used. And then after that now, once I'm done like this, task completed, everything will be stored on the database. And then here, as you can see here now, this is the I've done about the check the box that's completed. My score is up. Task completed is 14. Employee name shows and the department. Now I can close my application. And then now I can go home. And then after that now, okay, now the manager, he needs to see if, for example, how many tasks Elia has done within the day. Okay, so let me just run the admin model, which is our report model that it will show you. It will show you what are the tasks that your staff has done during the day. So I need to go to unemployed. So let me I'm just running this one because it's not at few things remaining, and then we'll just wrap up in the exe, and then you'll be running like normal application. Now, yes, I'm using some commands because we're still finalizing some of the models. Then after that, this is now the report model. Here is it will have your login section, employee productivity admin login, as you see on my header. Then here I'm logging now the password. So once I log in like this now, because I'm admin, because we have an admin people who have like HR and finance and directors will be able to see all the department scores, and some of the HODs, once I log in, they'll be able to see only their department scores and their department reports. So as you can see now here, our report here, whereby here we have the department names. This is the top performing departments. We have the department name column. We have the total number of employees, which number of score. So you can see here total IT is 140. Actually, I have high score, which is not true. It's just no testing purpose. So it's like score is 140. Engineering 700 scores. GM office total number of employee. Here the total number of employee of each department. So IT is, for example, is 1 employee. This is the score. Engineering, 7 people on that department. The total score is this one. GM office, you have like 4 people, and then their score is 20 points. And then on the right hand side, which we have our score window panel, whereby it is like kind of a pie chart we have used now for the graphical presentations, whereby here you have IT 54%, because the pie is correct in terms of percentages, all we know. And then here, so GM office 80%, 38%. Leave the year is kind of a black because it's like some of the employees or some of the departments, they didn't fill their tasks. So once everyone fill, it will get expanded in this one, it will be removed for the now. And then here down you have the top performing employees. So you have here employee department is an IT department, the employee name, employee task, and the employee total scores. So here it will give you the top performing departments you'll be able to see, and also with the presentations that is showing you here with the pie chart. And also here you will see the top performing, this one is the department, this is the top performing employee. We'll only keep 10, just not for the quick presentations and to be more neat and clear. So the top performing employees we have the, it will just show here the employee department of that employee, the employee name, employee task, and the employee total scores that you'll be able to see here. So you can see how our report is more simplified, simple, very interactive, and quickly you can be able to track what are the tasks that your employee they're doing, and quickly you can use of the drafting tool that to promote an employee into maybe into another positions or to higher level position, and also to increment also the salary for your employee. So at the end of the day, you don't have many papers or many working sheets or many things that you need to do manual. You have the system very efficient, and the system that it is more accurate on capturing all the task activities that are being executed by your staffs. And also, apart from that, as I told you that uh, uh, you can filter the by months all the scores for your department and also for employee. So now we are on September. For example, we go to October, November. Also, you want to filter. There's one employee from different departments is having high score. So you click at the department report here within this button. Once you click on this button, it will show now the department report. And then you have generate reports, and then you have the export to CSV, whereby once you export the CSV, whereby you can to be able to display on Excel. And then here now, by department, you have listed the departments here. We have listed engineering for the beverage, kitchen, spa. So select engineering, select the month, September, October, November. You select that month, and then you click the generate report. I'm just clicking on the generate report. You'll be able to see now your report. It also can say export not to CSV. So once you click export to CSV, you can export to your specific directory, whereby it will show all the departmental reports. And then here, just close. So the same thing that you can also go to the employee report button. Once you click on the employee report button, a small window will be displayed over here. And then you can filter by department, engineering, and also you can filter the employee name. So here, for example, I have information technology. Then you can see all the people that are available on the information technology. For example, Elia, John Manuel, Peter Francis. So area, then you select the months, and then after here, you select generate the report, and also you can export the export not to CSV. Once you export over here, and then it will be able to the Excel file to be generated in terms of the CSV format, and you can view your employee records that you need. So for example, now as you can see how it is very simple application, very easy to use. It is straightforward as you can see. And then for example, here now, I'll go to my directory. And then here now, I'll go to the way I save my file. Then here now, it will show me today's 14. It will show me now my departmental reports. One the created reports is in terms of CSV. CSV, as we know, that is going to open with the Excel part. And then once you click, it will show you all your total scores and total employee. So here it will show you 140. Oh, so here is having total scores. Oh, that's good. So let's go to 140. Total number of employees on each department is 1. You have to give all the employee numbers depending on how many employees there are in the department, and also their scores. And or here it will show all your department names. And also here on the employee reports, well, when you click the employee reports here, it will show you here the employee now details, and whereby here it will be able to show you each employee and individuals. For example, here IT total task, it is 140. These are the yeah, this one are the scores. And then for here now, okay, it will show you here your how many tasks you have completed. Sorry, so this one should be the employee scores, and then here should be a total task that you have done during that day. So as you can see, to list all your employee names individually, and here to show the employee based on the departments. Here to show that the employee scores, and also here it will show their total task for each employee he has done. So you can see that is a very simple and very accurate uh, uh, report that it's able to display and also to track the performance of your employee and also know on the department wise. So this is all the short description or I can send like a presentation of how the application is going to work. And I hope that I'll just put there my link. If you want to test now this application, once it's out, I'll just put all the dates, and then we can come to your place. Everything can be done remotely. Everything can be done remotely. We can give out all the requirements. You give us the access. We deploy your applications. We can give you like kind of a period to see how this application is working. We'll train your staffs. I'll train your IT people how to install the MySQL database, how to deploy this application. It's very easy. The only thing that the responsible IT personnel in your organization will be trained how to extract the data if there's any kind of data manipulation that you need to do, but we don't recommend that one. Uh, as the support, I'll be able to help you. And also, if you want to add some of the functionalities or features, we'll be able to assist you. But you can see, for the time being, the application it's having the complete requirements for an organization not to be run. So I hope that you have enjoyed, and if you have any more clarification or anything that you want from me, we can be able to discuss. All my details it will be available on my Facebook page, on my LinkedIn, once now this video to be uploaded. Thank you all. Stay safe. Have a good day.